can get him power.
Excuse me. Sir, can you pass this up?
Come on, give me a minute.
Just wanna-
Correct, please pass this up.
You gotta focus up speed because I have to go back. Is Carla here?
She came down.
All right. Is Carla there? No, she can stand next.
Mr. President, can you go this way, please continue?
Bring a chair here. Bring a chair for Carla. Move the biscuit up. All right. Good afternoon, members of the press. I just want to take a few moments to update you on the third phase of the discussions, the talks so far today. The first phase, of course, was with CARICOM, the Guyana team with CARICOM. You want to go now? Yeah, you can stand, you can come closer here. I just wanted us to have the Spanish translation at the same time. So in the first phase of the meeting, we met with CARICOM. There we reiterated our position. That is in relation to our land boundary. That matters before the ICJ. And there is absolutely no retreat by Guyana in ensuring that this matter is determined by the ICJ and that the outcome of this matter at the ICJ be respected by all. Also, CARICOM restated its position that has consistently recognized not only the 1899 award must be determined by the ICJ and the outcome of the ICJ must be respected by all. The second phase of the meeting was between CARICOM and the Venezuelan team. The third phase of the meeting, which has just concluded, was the first face-to-face exchange between President Maduro, myself, and our team in the presence of CARICOM, CELAC, Brazil, and the United Nations. In that meeting, I outlined once again Guyana's clear position. That is, we are a peace-abiding country and people. We have no other ambition than to pursue the peaceful coexistence
sino de proseguir la convivencia pacífica
with Venezuela
con Venezuela
and every country in this region.
y cada país de esta región.
I made it very clear
Yo aclaré muy bien
that Guyana
que Guyana
has all the right
tiene todo el derecho
to exercise its sovereign right
de ejercer su derecho soberano
within its territorial space
dentro de su espacio territorial
to approve of
y de aprobar
and facilitate any development,
y facilitar cualquier
any
desarrollo,
investment,
cualquier inversión,
any partnership,
cualquier sociedad,
any trading,
cualquier comercio,
any collaboration,
cualquier colaboración,
any cooperation,
cualquier cooperación,
the issuing of any license,
el otorgamiento de cualquier licencia o permiso
and the granting of any concession
y el otorgamiento de cualquier concesión
within our territorial space
dentro de nuestro espacio territorial
and within our sovereign space.
y dentro de nuestro espacio soberano.
I made it clear
Yo aclaré muy bien
that the controversy
que la controversia
must be resolved at the
debe ser
ICJ,
resuelta ante la CIJ
and we are unwavering and resolute
y estamos resolutos e inquebrantables
in ensuring
en asegurar
that
que
Guyana's case
el caso de Guyana
is presented,
se presente,
defended,
defienda
and that the ICJ
en la Corte Internacional de Justicia.
will issue its decision
Dicha Corte va a
on the
hacer
merits of the
saber
case,
su decisión sobre los méritos,
which of course is binding on all the
que
parties.
por supuesto es vinculante para todas las partes.
I made it clear
Yo aclaré
that the process leading to the
que el
ICJ
proceso ante la CIJ
is part of the Geneva Agreement,
forma parte del Acuerdo de Ginebra.
and that the Geneva Agreement provides
Acuerdo de Ginebra
for the UN
dispone
Secretary General to determine
para que el Secretario General de las Naciones Unidas determine
where
dónde
the controversy
la controversia
must
debe
be finally determined.
ser dirimida.
And it is a UNSG
Y es el
acting
Secretario
within the
General
confines of the Geneva Agreement
de la ONU quien actuó dentro de los
Who
confines del
determined?
acuerdo, quien determinó
that that place is the ICJ.
que ese lugar es la Corte Internacional de Justicia.
I want to say
Quisiera decir
that we
que nosotros
agreed with all the regional partners
acordamos con todos los socios
that the priority is peace,
regionales de que la prioridad es la
and
paz
that every threat
y de que cada amenaza
of force or the use of force
de fuerza o el
must be
uso de
denounced,
fuerza debe ser denunciado
and that every party
y que cada parte
must take responsibility.
debe asumir la responsabilidad.
We made it very clear
Eso lo aclaramos muy bien.
that Guyana is not the aggressor.
Que Guyana no es el agresor.
Guyana is not seeking war,
Guyana no busca la guerra,
but Guyana reserved the right
pero,
to work with all our partners to
pero,
ensure the defense of our country.
pero Guyana reserva el derecho de trabajar con todos sus socios para defender lo que es nuestro.
All our partnership is based
Toda nuestra sociedad se basa
on the defense
en la defensa
of our territorial integrity and our
de
sovereignty.
nuestra soberanía y la integridad territorial.
So as we move forward
De manera que en la medida que
in the next phase of the meeting,
progresamos a la próxima fase de la reunión
and in keeping with the invitation
y de acuerdo con la invitación
which sought to enable a process of dialogue
que busco facilitar un proceso de diálogo
on consequential issues, not on the issue before ICJ, on consequential
sobre
issues
asuntos consecuenciales, más no el asunto ante la CIJ
that dialogue, the shape and form of that dialogue,
que la forma y la manera en
in
que se va a
a
realizar ese
understanding
diálogo
of how we move forward,
determina y hace comprender cómo vamos a avanzar.
is the next phase of these meetings.
Constituye la próxima fase de estas reuniones.
Both parties
Ambas partes
committed
se comprometieron
to ensuring
en asegurar
the region remains a zone of peace.
que la región permanezca como una zona de paz.
I made it very clear
Eso lo aclaré muy
that
bien.
within the sovereign space of Guyana,
Que dentro del espacio soberano de Guyana
we will continue
continuaremos
to do everything
a hacer todo
that promotes the
que
development,
promueva el desarrollo,
the advancement of our people,
el avance de nuestra gente
and all the partnerships necessary
y todas las necesarias
to
sociedades
ensure the defense and protection of what is ours,
para asegurar la defensa y protección de lo nuestro
in accordance with international law.
de acuerdo con el derecho internacional.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Mr. President, what are some of the other issues that you hope to discuss with the Venezuelan?
We are now going to that phase.
But is there an agenda?
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is an ongoing dialogue.
Este es un diálogo
It is
en
open.
proceso, abierto.
We dealt with three phases.
Tratado este espacio
One of
anterior.
the phase that we just dealt with
Una fase que
was the
acabamos de
outlining,
terminar.
clearly outlining our position.
Trazar muy claramente,
Now we are
expresar
moving
muy claramente
to the next phase.
y vamos a
I'm
la
not going
próxima
to
fase.
delve into that phase
No
now
voy a
in the
entrar en
media.
detalles
That
en
phase
este
is now
tema.
Is that
ongoing.
going to be at the presidential level, or your foreign ministers will take up?
No, we're still at this meeting.
Oh,
Estamos todavía
We're
en
still at this meeting. That's why I'm saying we are here up to where I have updated you on. That is where we are.
The next phase continues immediately.
Yes, that is why I just came to brief
Próxima fase
you.
inmediata.
Mr.
So you're prepared to
Look
stay
at
as long as it takes to have whatever it is resolved?
Well, I'm prepared, and we came here
Y hemos venido acá,
to, as Guyana has always said,
como Guyana
we
siempre
came here
hemos venido acá
in the interest
en
of
el
peace
interés
and stability
de la
for
paz
this
y la
region.
estabilidad.
Guyana is not the aggressor.
Guyana no es el agresor,
We have never
jamás
threatened
hemos
anyone
amenazado a nadie
of force or the use of force.
de fuerza o del uso de la fuerza.
So looking at what is happening now in other parts of the world, and in the Caribbean, two leaders who have been at sort of loggerheads with each other are now able to sit and dialogue. Do you think the Caribbean has now set the standard for the rest of the world?
Well, the dialogue is ongoing.
El diálogo está en camino.
The CARICOM, CELAC,
CARICOM,
Brazil,
CELAC, Brasil
has initiated
han
a process
iniciado un proceso
of communication and
de
dialogue, and that is an important process.
comunicacional y es un proceso
And
importante.
credit must go to all those who participated
Y
in
debe
the initiation
alcanzar
of this process.
todos
Sir, you
los
said
que
that both parties
iniciaron esto.
pledged peace. In Venezuela, speaking about its commitment to peace, did Guyana remind or bring to the fore the actions that were taken by Venezuela and compare it as to what they're saying as to what they're doing?
Of course,
Por supuesto.
very strongly. Very
Fuertemente,
strongly.
Muy fuerte.
Venezuela has also expressed certain timelines for carrying out actions relating to the referendum. Are they going to pull back from those actions, from the putting out of those actions?
Well, let us see. Let us see. I'm not going to go beyond where the meeting is right now. Let us see what comes out of the next phase. I ask the media to respect this.
Les
Mr.
mando
President, there's a
a los
military
medios
aircraft
respetuosos.
out there from Venezuela. On the tail, it's printed, El Essequiba es nuestro, El Essequiba is ours. What do you think that means?
This tells you. I don't have to think what it means.
Esta es su respuesta.
We
No
know-
hay que pensar lo que significa
We
saber
know what this means.
lo que este significa.
This is Guyana.
Este es Guyana.
All of it belongs to all of
Todo
Guyana.
esto pertenece
This
a
is the
Guyana.
map of Guyana.
Este es el mapa de Guyana.
No narrative,
No hay
propaganda,
narrativa, propaganda,
decree can change this.
decreto que pueda cambiar esto.
This is Guyana.
Esto es
Did any
Guyana.
condemnation come from CARICOM when Guyana raised the point of Venezuela's aggression?
This is a facilitation. You have to understand that this is a dialogue between two presidents. There are facilitators there. They are not there. in their meeting with us,
Están en la reunión con
CARICOM has issued very strong statements, to be fair, in support of Guyana, in support of the ICJ process. In the third phase of this meeting, they were there as facilitators. All right?
What are you expecting to come of the
Let
finals in the
me-
next stage?
let
What are
me-
you hoping for, though, sir?
Let us wait.
You're heading back in there. What are you hoping for when you go back to
Let
hear
us
from the
wait.
Venezuelan side?
Respect for our sovereignty and territorial integrity, and working towards peace and stability in the region. Thank you. Thank you.
the role of Brazil in this.
Has the exchange been cordial, Mr. President?
So what can you say about the role of Brazil in this talk?
Well, Brazil is there as one of the facilitators. Brazil, as I said, Brazil is an important country in this region. Brazil has to provide leadership, honest leadership, and Celso is there, a very senior Brazilian official, and we are hoping that it will continue to provide that honest leadership.
Well, there you have it, President Irfaan taking a break from this meeting at this hour, giving some indications to the media here of how the meeting is going so far.
Henry.
You heard the president said that they agree with the regional partners with his peace, and every threat of force or the use of force must be denounced, and every party must take responsibility.
Okay.
Hey man.
So hearing the president saying that as they move forward in the next phase of the meeting, and in keeping with the invitation which sought to ensure dialogue on consequential issues and not the issue for the ICJ, that dialogue is an understanding of how they will move forward. Repeatedly during this press conference, the president made it clear that they have reinforced Guyana's position. He's hoping for Venezuela to respect Guyana's position and respect the territorial integrity of Guyana, respect Guyana's borders. Of course, you heard it mentioned, like I mentioned earlier, that there's a Venezuelan aircraft sitting on the tarmac here at the Argyle airport with the map of Guyana, the Essequibo region, incorporated into the Venezuelan map, and the president pointing out that the map of Guyana remains the same and it will continue to remain the same. That's the latest here from the Argyle International Airport in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The two presidents are still locked in discussions, still locked in talks, and we will continue to bring you the latest from here.